We end up falling on a cliff, and we got caught by a cliff. What do you call them? A cliffhanger.
What?
Not a cliff. What do you call them
Wait,
people?
what?
What do you call them people?
Like park rangers?
No.
What's the matter?
I forget.
I don't know.
I'm trying to. Let me think, niggas. Let me think.
You were reading a book.
And if you ain't fucking with this podcast, then you're just a bitch ass trick.
Welcome back to another episode of Save It for the Pod, episode number 74. Got
What are some players that are 74?
Orlando Franklin. He played for the Broncos.
Okay.
I don't know
that came to
many
mind.
74s.
Any NBA players?
No. There's definitely no NBA player that wore 74. There could be, but I highly doubt it. But we got Lucas in the building, Phil in the building, me in the building. No AJ, no Brandon, but this nigga is a rookie.
I really fucking
I'm sorry.
He's supposed to be the sound guy, and he already fucking up. But anyways, how y'all boys doing?
I'm doing fantastic, to be honest with you.
Why are you so fantastic?
Well, I had a great day at work.
Okay.
And then on top of that, I think that the pilot work from home program that they did for the summer will carry over into the fall.
Oh, what's that? You didn't even tell me that.
So they introduced a program where you can work from home now, but you have to just request. I think we didn't get a whole bunch of days. Over the course of the entire summer, so I think it's like 2.5 months, we got 16 or 20 work from home days, and you request them at least 24 hours before that day that you want to work from home.
Okay.
What I'm hoping that we move to is like a set structure in terms of, okay, I'm going to work from home 2 days a week, and then I go in 3 days.
Okay.
And then that 2 days in the office or 3 days in the office, whatever that is, that's decided by each office.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that's what they do, but it looks like it'll carry over.
It's lit. And Phil, what about you? How are you this week?
I'm feeling pretty good, bro. Yeah, I might have a fight scheduled in September, so I'm excited about that. Just waiting to hear from the opponent if they're going to accept or not. Played ball today, and I entered my Ray Allen form, so that felt great.
I'll keep going.
Did y'all decide already like what weight you're going to be fighting at?
Yeah, 155.
155?
Yeah, I probably could try to drop down to 145, but I'm really not trying to kill myself, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And so I know you don't really know the other dude, but by chance, do you know if he's like bigger than you, smaller than you right now? Would he have to put on weight, lose weight?
I had no idea. I just know you got to make weight. So as long as you make 155, you can't blow up 20 pounds overnight. So.
Got you. Well, you've already set the bar. You got the champ belt. You can't fuck it up for us now.
Wait,
bro.
so do you lose the belt if you lose?
No, the
Nah,
belt
that's
is
a
a separate
bet.
tournament. So this would be my like amateur debut fight. So I would have like an amateur record.
Do you have the belt here?
Yeah, it's in the
bet.
it's in the room.
I haven't seen it yet, but that's kind of lit.
Yeah, so this would be my amateur debut on an actual fight card. So I'd probably be like one of the first fights, and then you'll have some more fights. So usually like it'll be in a location. I think Combat Night does Sway Nightclub. I think, not 100% sure. But yeah, you'd be able to buy tickets. We'll have fans, walkout music, all that shit.
If you went professional, would this stay on your record?
No, your pro record don't start until you go pro.
Okay, I don't know how that works, but
just be your amateur record.
Okay.
It's lit. I can't wait for that, bro. And because why did I miss the last fight? I don't even remember.
You might have been out.
Yeah, I might have had like a game
probably.
or some shit like that. But I know AJ was there, and that shit took all day, right?
Yeah, so AJ actually didn't. I don't think AJ actually got to see me
he
fight.
didn't see him fight.
Yeah.
AJ like left because apparently it was like a 4-hour or 5-hour wait.
Yeah, because we had the biggest weight class.
Yeah.
So this one I'd probably be like one of the first 2 or 3 fights because I'm making a debut. So it's like it's not the super high skilled amateurs. It's just the starters. So.
Yeah. All right, well,
So how you doing?
Oh, sorry. I always forget about myself. This week, I mean, just like every other week as of late, has been kicking my ass. I won't go too far into detail, but work is tough, bruh. Like kids camp. I'm just, as I said last podcast, these parents are driving me nuts. These kids are driving me nuts. So it is what it is. I'm getting through each day and then trying to find apartments and whatnot, which I'll get into later. But Anyways, we'll get into the random topics.
Before we get into that, I've been killing it at work lately.
Okay.
Yeah.
You trying to get a promotion again?
Actually, I am. So I may be going into the field. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm
What
just
does that
pretty
mean?
much.
Yeah. Are you not in the field right now?
No, I'm at a DTL, so a total loss facility, which means I just work at one location and I kind of do the same thing every day. But I'm getting really effective at it, and so our goal is to reach 5 or 6 inspections a day. And I've been maxing out at 6 the last couple of days. But being in the field means I'll go to different shops. So you do a little bit more stuff. So I've just letting my supervisor know that, I'm trying to get to supervisor level.
Yeah.
So whatever I got to do, sign me up for that shit so I can do it.
So, at the supervisor level, is it like once you get up more, are you just gonna be in the office most of the time?
Supervisors, they work on the road.
Okay.
Yeah, just pay more. And you have higher authorization amounts. So I can prove more total loss, like the amount of a total loss. I would pretty much review other workers' work.
Oh, bet. So if I had insurance with your
Provider. Yep.
provider, and I crashed my car, I could call you. And
No,
you could give me a lot of money.
It depends. No, it depends on if your car got sent to my location. It'd be if it
Can I
got sent to my
request it get
location.
sent to your location?
I mean, you could.
Oh,
And
really?
then, yeah, it'd be a
Damn.
high chance I could. It'd be a high
I
chance. that
might
could
just
inspect
crash my
Yeah,
shit.
me and Luke about to right
he's
after
about,
this.
he's about to approve us for like
we about to play chicken.
100K.
I definitely don't have that
a
authority.
G-Wagon.
Nope.
No, I'm gonna wait till you get promotion. My G.
It's based on the value in your car, so your car's not worth.
You just
100K.
value my shit.
Damn, why
higher.
he just tried your shit?
But why
bro?
you can't value it higher?
Because it goes through a third party system to make sure we're being honest, and like it's not fraud.
So how close to the actual like value can you get? Like,
It
or
depends.
how do you have to get?
It depends on how your car grades. So we look at the condition of the interior, the condition of the exterior, the condition of the engine, the condition of the tires.
Bro, all my shit's good.
If all your shit good and the grade's good, then you'll get the max ACV for your vehicle. That's
So
the
you,
third party.
but, so
system
you
does.
can't just make up a number.
No, we don't negotiate numbers.
Fuck.
Well, we still gonna crash our shit and
get
test
the
it
best
out.
value.
Go ahead.
I want the best value.
Your premium's gonna go up, so I don't know if it's worth it.
Anyways, going into the random topics. So I saw on Twitter that Elon Musk's dad is having his second child with the dad's stepdaughter, Elon Musk's stepsister.
Wait, what?
What kind of shit white people
Can
on?
you
bro?
repeat that shit again?
That sounds weird.
Essentially, his dad is
Is having a kid
having
with
a
his
second
stepsister?
child with his stepsister. Yes.
Yo, that is wild.
That sounds like some front page Pornhub type
Bro,
shit.
fact.
Stepdad, fuck me.
Bro,
That-
what?
Whoa, Zach, freaky Zach.
That's
I mean, I
exact-
guess when you got billies and hundreds of millies,
bro, you about to justify that shit?
No, I'm not justifying it, but
Oh.
I'm saying when you have billies and hundreds of millions, you live in your little cocoon. So
Yeah.
it's probably a tight knit circle of
Bro.
just fornication.
But
Elon Musk's dad welcomes second child with his stepdaughter,
yes,
and he's 76.
yes,
Hey,
He says he's on Earth to reproduce.
yes.
Bro.
But if anything, going off your point or justification, Phil, I feel like it would be the opposite. Like, you have that much money. I mean, is his dad also a billionaire? Or
I
is it
mean, if
just,
he's a billionaire, his dad's probably like 100 million.
yeah. So it's like you can get all the box you can possibly get.
And you want your stepdaughter.
Yeah.
But that's because that's probably someone you actually trust because you're around them all the time. Is what I'm saying. When you probably got that much money, you probably don't trust a
Yeah,
lot
but
of people.
you could have them like sign an NDA or get a prenup or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
true. I'm
So
not.
they can't take half your shit.
It's kind of weird, but I mean, it's not-
Kind of, bro. That's extremely weird.
Yeah,
You
bro.
raised that child. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how like old she was.
Hopefully not from a young age, bro, because that's disgusting.
Either way, that shit
No,
is.
I mean it's
yeah.
less disgusting if like you met her when you were like when she was like 30
Yeah.
than when you met her when she was 5.
I
Then at
mean,
that point, you're a
yeah,
sick
yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Like,
In
I mean,
my
either way,
head,
you're weird,
Yeah, in my head, when I read this story, I imagined that she was a young child. If it was 30, okay.
You're less of a sick
Yes, okay. That actually, not that I'm like, oh, it's completely okay, but it's a lot less weird than if I probably should have did a little more reading. I did actually read an article, but it didn't say like
How
when
old?
he started to be the stepfather, so on and so forth. But Didn't some similar shit happen with like one of the Beatles? I feel like Phil always has the answer, or acts like he has the answer. But I think it was like John Lennon and like Yoko Ono or some shit like that. I don't know, but these white people, they weird as fuck, bro.
Wildin', bro. It's like, I don't even know where's Elon Musk from?
He's from South Africa.
So like, okay.
Yeah, he's South African.
Okay. Bro,
so like,
if he was from, it would make more sense if he was from like Kentucky or West Virginia.
You thought that nigga was from Kentucky?
Bro, I don't know where he's from.
Or from the U.S. Nah.
But if he's from like West Virginia or something.
That nigga's name is Elon.
Don't even quiet his phone, bro. What is this guy doing?
All right, for the. Oh, is it? Did you answer or hang up?
We already started.
Yeah. But nah, Elon, he from South Africa, so those like the racist with like apartheid and shit like that.
So you want to keep it in the family?
Yeah, possibly.
Dang.
But I don't know.
Sick bastard.
Yeah, Elon, get your dad some help. All right, so something that Phil, you put on the list or you put it on the list, Luke, about bad dates?
I put that on, but I mean, it don't really matter.
It don't matter.
I mean, I was just.
It don't matter who put it on.
It don't matter who put it on.
All right, so
Like
what did you want to talk about as far as bad dates?
I just wanted to talk about worst date experience or just bad date experiences.
Yeah.
If you've had any, like if you have multiple, you can also talk about multiple.
Okay.
So
you want to go first?
I mean, I've had a few. I don't know if I really care to go first.
Well, you brought it up, so go first.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Okay, I've been on a few like bad things have happened or were just badly planned. So I used to do this thing with Cindy.
Plenty of fish.
With what?
Plenty of fish.
I don't know what Plenty of Fish is.
Oh, I know it. Yeah, it's like the OG
That's what it sounds like.
dating website.
Nah, but no, I went on this date with Cindy and I used to do this thing where I would give her like two options every weekend. This is like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And we would pick something. But this time I just decided, okay, this is what we're going to end up doing. So I bought tickets to Disney on Ice because I didn't know that it was for little kids.
What'd you think?
And, bro, I thought that it was like
just Broadway?
Yeah, like a little bit more Broadway.
Yeah.
But just on ice, like Broadway, but
yeah.
Yeah. So I buy these tickets and they're low key pretty expensive.
Wait, is it called Disney on Ice?
Yeah,
like it's just general Disney? It's not like
Disney.
Lion King? Okay.
No, I can't remember. I think it was like there was a theme, like a show. It might have been Frozen or something.
Okay.
I don't know, bro. But yeah, I pay money for 2 tickets to Disney on Ice. And when we get there, there's a bomb threat at American Airlines.
Jeez.
That's the first thing. So we waited outside for like an hour. But then when we go to get in line, like obviously because there's a bomb threat, no one was able to go until the lines are dumb long.
Yeah.
So we wait probably an extra like 30, 45 minutes in line. We finally get there, bro. It's nothing but kids in the whole fucking place. We're the only people in there without kids. And we sit down for maybe 5 minutes before realizing that like it's going to be just for kids the entire time. So I pretty much wasted like an hour drive down to Miami, then an hour wait for the bomb threat, then 30 minutes in line. Like it was.
So the show still happened?
The show still happened.
Okay.
Because I guess they cleared the arena of any threat, but like it was just a massive waste of time, waste of money. And then the only good thing that came out of it is we found a really cool restaurant within walking distance that had like giant Jenga and some other like.
Why didn't y'all stay for the show?
Bro, the shit was for little kids. Like when I tell you, it was little kids cheering at like, it wasn't Broadway at all. It was literally just like, imagine like fucking someone from Frozen, like Elsa, in a costume that doesn't even look real, or like even a little bit realistic. Yeah. Like it's one of those like puffy costumes. That, like,
but you know how like you always see those videos from like South Florida like hood parties,
wasn't that, bro.
And they start juking and bopping. Like, what if it would have been that? I definitely would.
I would have stayed for that. But the music was like geared for kids, like sing along type. and it was just awful, bro. And within 10 minutes, we knew like this is gonna be trash.
Yeah.
Like let's just leave.
Yeah.
So we ended up leaving. But that was one. The other one was kind of annoying Luke coming out and kind of ruining the date.
Yeah.
We went to the zoo. This is Cindy as well. We went to Miami Zoo, and you know at Miami Zoo they have the carts that you can rent.
Yeah.
Like the 4-wheelers. So I'm driving it, and jokingly there's a bush on the right side, and she's on the passenger side.
Yeah.
So jokingly, like I go to throw us in the bush.
Yeah.
And I put the cart in the bush, and it hits her, but I didn't realize that it had thorns, and it was actually like sharp as fuck. So she ended up getting a cut on her leg.
Yeah.
And she was bleeding, and she still has the scar, like, like still. So I felt, bro, annoying me like tries to do dumb shit like that. Like, so I thought it was funny. I was like, oh, and I like steered us into this tree. Then she gets cut.
Yeah.
And now, like immediately, as soon as it happened, bro, I felt like shit. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so
sorry. Did this happen like in the beginning of the zoo date?
It happened. I want to say like somewhere in the middle. So she knew I was annoying, and like everything was a joke to me.
Yeah.
So, like, I think not that she expected it, but she wasn't like she obviously was pissed at me, but not as upset as like. And if it was a first date or something, she didn't know me, And then the last bad date that I went on, this was probably like 2-3 years ago. I drove from St. Lucie to Miami because this girl that I know, she was like, oh, I'm only in town for one night. You should slide. So I drove. It's about like an hour and 45 minutes. And I get to the hotel, and she's like, oh, I'm almost done getting ready. Bro, I waited another 2 hours. And this was like, I think I drove down at like 8 p.m., so I got there around 10.
Yeah.
And then I waited another 2 hours. She comes out around like midnight. We go to the bar. I think we went somewhere in like Fort Lauderdale or something, which means that we drove an extra like 35 minutes.
Yeah.
We get to this bar, and the bar closes at 2. And
in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I can't even remember what the name of the place was. It was either 2 or 3 that it closed. But we were there for like barely any time, bro. And I was hungry as shit. Like I had to wait fucking like 4 hours.
Yeah, and you get cranky when you're hungry.
Bro, facts. So I was cranky as shit the whole time. And then we go back to the hotel. I don't get any box. And that was the icing on the cake.
Yeah, that was
bro.
the most important part for you.
That was the icing on the cake, bro. So I waited like 5 hours.
Yeah. What about you, Phil?
Tough. Before me and Danny got together, when I was like on the dating websites, I went on a date with this chick and got catfished. So that might have been the worst date I went on. It was like,
wait, do we know this story?
I don't think I
think
know
I
this
told
story,
y'all the story.
I know. I don't think I know it, bro.
All right, continue.
Yeah, so I met this chick, and on her profile, she looked pretty good. I'm just like a brown skinned chick. I'm like, oh, she's decent. So
damn,
we get
not
to
dark skin.
Nah, she was like brown.
Nah, I'm fucking with you.
She was like close though, but we get to so we talk, and I'm like, oh, let's go out to eat. So we went to a what do you call them? Like a acai bowl place.
Yeah.
And so I get there and I see her, right? I get there before her, so I see like I get there.
You see her walking up.
Yeah, I see her coming in. I'm like, oh shit, I think this is her, but she don't look nothing like.
So
her
how
picture.
you knew it was her? She didn't even have any similarities.
No, man, it was weird because the place was small. It was like a family-owned spot, not Sarava, like our general spot. But there's another spot I think in like that was west, like Coconut Creek, I think, or Coral Springs. So I'm out there, and then she's walking up. I'm like, oh, it's a black girl walking up, so it's got to be her. Bro, looks nothing like her photos. Like in her photos, her skin is clear, her hair is long. She pulls up bad skin, short hair. I'm just like, bro, what the
Like
fuck?
how short of hair?
Like short, bro. Which
Like
I
my
like.
hair length?
Nah, like a short, like a
Shoulder?
mini fro ish.
Oh, okay.
And I like short hair. Don't get me wrong. Like I've dated girls with short hair, so it's all about how you style it. But it wasn't even styled that well. And it was just an awkward date, bro, because I was just like, damn. Like, so we start the date. I'm not like a super asshole. This time I was past my asshole phase. So I'm like, all right, well, we here. I'm going to finish the date. Let's see if she got some good conversation. We got to talking. she's like, oh yeah, so what are you looking for? I let her go first, and she was like, oh, I'm looking, for something serious. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just trying to play the field, see what's out there. So everything she said she was looking for, I said the exact opposite, like the whole time, bro. And so I did that for like an hour, right? For like 45 minutes to an hour, and then we end the day. And she's like, all right, I'm gonna call you later. And I'm like, for sure. Never talk to her again.
Did it end like naturally, or did you or her kind of just like dead that shit?
We ended it after we finished our meal. It was just
Yeah.
like, all right, well, it was nice meeting you.
Okay.
Like I said, I wasn't an asshole at this time.
Did she follow you on social or anything?
I don't think so. Mm-mm.
You
Are
say-
you
you
private or not?
Mm-mm.
You keep saying you wasn't an asshole, but you also just said that you said literally the opposite.
Yeah,
of
but
everything.
but he said it, but he probably didn't make it obvious.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it was
of
just
course.
casual.
Which
Yeah, yeah.
he would have been an asshole if he would just
I'd have
up
just been
and
like,
left.
yeah, nah, oh, shorty, like,
You don't look
oh,
nothing
Phil
like-
would have been like, nah, I'm straight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got
probably
you, got
walked
you,
out.
got you.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
have just
Or you would have
bounced.
pretended to have been someone else.
Yeah.
No, my name's not Phil. It's Carlton.
No, it was me because I look like my photos. I can't even pretend. Like, she knew it was me. And she walked up like, hey, Phil. I'm like, yeah, it's me.
Damn.
So that was one.
You
I
sounded
mean,
angry just now.
just in that whole, like, in that dating space of, like, when I was experimenting on online dating and, like, yeah, on the dating apps, that was probably the most I've dated in my life because I usually don't go on dates unless I'm really courting you to be my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Which is, like, not often. And so, like, most of the girls I like, shit, even, like, with my ex, when we started dating, we didn't go on a lot of solo dates. Like, we started going on dates after. And then with Stacy, we didn't go on dates. We started going on dates after. So, like, Danny was the first girl in a long time that I took on a traditional date before we actually
Bro,
started
you
dating.
bring up like I know I keep saying my memory's trash, and I know you and Stacy got serious, but you bring her up so much. Like, were y'all really that serious?
Yeah.
I know you like called her the homie, and that kind of ruined everything.
No, we were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Really?
What?
Were you?
I
Okay, wait,
told
yeah,
y'all
hold
you
on,
never told
hold
us
on,
this,
real
bro.
quick. Because the people listening, they're not gonna know who Stacy is and know about that situation. So real quick, tell the people about Stacy and that
Was we
situation.
boyfriend? I feel like we
I
were
don't
boyfriend
think
and
so,
girlfriend.
bro.
I
You
don't
never
know.
told us that.
I mean,
feel like
you
we were.
flew out what? Well, bro, just tell
All right,
the
so
listeners this way.
So I meet Stacy at in Nashville at a conference, and we met at the Grand Ole Opry. And so, like, one night, it was like the last couple days of the conference, and it's funny because LeDuc actually introduced us because LeDuc was out just chopping it up with some chicks, and it was like this just cute Asian girl that was there. He's like, oh, come kick it with us. We finna have drinks, blah blah. All right, so I kick it with this girl. She's cute as hell. She's from Cali, and so I get to talking to her like, oh, like, I love West Coast music, and she's like, no, you don't. I'm like, serious. So we actually ended up left the group and talked for like to like 2, 3 in the morning about just West Coast music and just like me being from Chicago, her being from California, and all this other shit, right? So I ended up smashing in a stairwell that night.
Which is crazy to me, bitch. Because it was the first day y'all met, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ended up smashing the stairwell of the hotel. And then the next day we meet, like, I see her, like, because we go into different conferences and stuff, or different seminars. So throughout the seminars, we see each other, we chop it up, and I think we hang out again that night. But I don't think I smashed, though, because I don't think we had any place to go, even though we probably could have went to the stairwell again. But I get her number, and we stay in contact. Like, soon as she get back to her town, I get back to Florida, we just chopping it up. So now we, like, FaceTiming and stuff and all that stuff. And she's like, oh, you should take a trip to Cali. I'm like, oh, bet. Like, we was talking every day. Y'all remember, like,
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
And so by that time, we was pretty serious. Like, we was like, I won't fuck with nobody else. That's my shorty. I used to call her my shorty. Like, she used to love that
You used
shit.
to call her
Yeah,
the homie,
yeah,
too,
you
though.
call her the homie.
No, before I called her the homie, she used to remember, because y'all would joke about this, how,
Yeah.
oh, that show, because she liked the way I said shorty.
Yeah.
And y'all be like, bro, you be changing your voice for her. And I'm like, nigga, no, I don't.
definitely
Like,
do, bro.
I just, like, what up, shorty?
So you flew out there once, right?
Mhm.
Or okay,
And I spent the week out there.
she never came out here, right?
Nah, because
Yeah.
she was out here with her friends, but by that time, I had called her the homie.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, she was cool as fuck. But I remember I told you, Phil. I don't remember if I ever said it to AJ or Luke, but I seen her at Dallas. It might have been, was Dallas the next year? Do you know,
Yeah.
Phil?
I don't even know what she looked like.
So I met her at Dallas for the following
And
year's
you smashed in the
conference.
stairwell.
No, but she was on me, bro, and I definitely felt like she was just trying to get on me to end up making my dog jealous.
But I told you that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you that was gonna happen though?
Yeah,
I'm like, sure, they're gonna be all on you.
Yeah.
Try to get back
and
at me.
she was, and then it was 100% to try to make Phil jealous, and I kept trying to dead that shit, but she was always like super trying to push the conversation and whatnot, and I just didn't really give her time of day.
Nah, Callie was dope when I went to go visit her. Like, she flew me out, right? And
Oh,
like,
you got flued out?
yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I felt bad because she wanted to pay for my whole
Damn,
flight.
you got flued out and called her the homie?
Yeah, she wanted to pay for my whole flight, but I don't
Let me
like.
see what she looked like again.
I don't like when females do that. So she paid for half my flight.
Women, bro.
Oh, I don't like when women do that. So she paid for half my flight.
Because you ain't see her first.
And
I said she was
then
bad at
so we
first.
get out there, bro, and she's like tapped in.
Yeah.
And so every night we went out, bro, we was in VIP, and I didn't pay for nothing.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh no, don't pay for anything." Blah blah. I'm like, "Nah, this is weird. Like, I don't like when women pay for like this much stuff for me." So I just start, like, I pay for dinner and stuff, and we end up fucking on a cliff, and we got caught by a cliff. What do you call them? A cliffhanger. What? Not a cliff. What do you call them
Wait,
people?
what?
What do you call them
Like
people?
park rangers?
No. Not a.
What's the matter?
I forget.
I don't
I'm trying to. Let me think, niggas. Let me think.
You were reading a book.
No, we're at the top
They
of a
left me on the
cliff,
cliff.
right? And I'm smashing at the top of the cliff. And what do you call a hang glider? That's what I'm thinking about.
Okay.
Bro,
okay.
out of all the people,
Cool thing.
out of all the people to get caught while having sex, a hang glider, I was pissed.
Wait, was he in the air?
Yeah.
Yes,
matter?
bro.
So
But
it doesn't
so
matter then.
yeah,
no,
he
but
was
he
flying
wasn't
away.
But he wasn't that far. Like, he could visibly see us.
So just keep going.
Yeah.
No, she freaked out. And we
Okay,
had to
that's
stop.
why you would stop. But
I was gonna keep going, but she was like, no, because like folks saw us and then looped back around and started coming back the other direction.
I would have looped back around too. I was be trying to see.
Yeah, so like it was just dope, bro. San Francisco.
Wait,
was
so
cool.
real quick, why were you surprised that he smashed on the first date? I know you've been in a ton of relationships.
No. It wasn't. I was surprised that he smashed on the first date. It was that he smashed in a stairwell on the first date.
Oh, okay.
We didn't have nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
And it was at the Grand Ole Opry. So the Grand Ole Opry is like this super nice, like.
So it was a nice stairwell. It wasn't just a random stairwell.
Yeah.
It was alright.
And you said this is where the conference was, so anybody from the conference could have walked in.
Us. Yeah, I didn't care about that shit, bro.
Yeah.
The whole conference is a sex pool anyway. I used to
That's
get so much
facts, that's
butt at conferences, bro. It was wild.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, 2 of them were Asian.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so bad date experiences.
That would be the only one. Because like I said, I don't really go on a lot of dates.
Yeah. My only one was, and I think y'all might have been there.
Oh, you went on another bad date.
What?
I'm not gonna make you tell the story, Phil.
Oh, the roundabout accident.
Yeah.
He's told that on the podcast.
That's not a
before.
bad date, though.
Yeah, he's told that on the podcast. Though.
I mean, I don't know if I got in a car crash.
Nah, that wasn't a bad date.
That's fine.
Because the date was great. Like, it was, I crashed after the date, so I don't consider that a part. I just consider that just being silly.
Okay, before you go real quick, have
Yeah.
you ever been catfished?
Yeah, but that story has been told on YouTube, but it's unprivated because it's kind of problematic.
okay,
But it's
that's
my
fine.
most popular YouTube video.
Okay.
But I think y'all might have been there for this because y'all know the story of how me and Tatiana met. She came down here for her birthday. So we went to the Cheesecake Factory for her birthday, and I can't remember who all was there. But I obviously was going to pay for the dinner. And at this point, I can't remember if I thought I had money and just realized I didn't, or if I thought that I just did like a Vine brand deal and I thought I got the money and it never hit. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember they came back with my card twice saying that it was getting declined. And I'm like, oh, there's no way. Like, I definitely have money on the card. But then I checked my bank account and that shit was negative balance. So then Tatiana had to pay for her own fucking birthday dinner. First time meeting me, bruh, like in Florida. Like, I was so fucking embarrassed, but she was like, no, don't worry about it. She probably rubbed my back like on some Danny shit, but she was like, no, I got it, don't worry. And I mean, it's just a funny story at this
You said
point in time.
how many people were there?
I'm pretty sure we were there.
Yeah, I can't remember, but y'all had to have been there
Oh, so
because
you were just paying for her.
Yeah, I wasn't paying for
okay,
everybody,
okay.
but it was like me, her.
I thought maybe like
No,
her friend was.
I think the squad was there.
Yeah, but I mean the waitress or waiter was nice, didn't make a big deal about it. Like I don't think anybody else really knew what was going on. I probably like told people, but yeah, she ended up paying for it and it was fine after that.
Actually, now that you mention it, I think I remember being there too, but I don't remember your card to get in.
Same
Yeah.
either.
So
Yeah.
y'all really hit that.
Yeah,
hit that nice.
the waiter was super discreet about that shit. But that's the only really like bad date that comes to mind. I mean, I'm sure there's girls that probably thought I was a bad date, but to me, every date was great.
No, man, I can't say I went on a lot of dates. I was just, like I said, I had the gift of gab, so I can get to them cheeks without dates.
Yeah.
So, like, Florida was the first place where it was like girls wanted me to take them out, and I'm like, you got me, like, excuse me? Like, you didn't even take me. That's what MK would say. You didn't even take me out on a date. I mean, I tried to slap. You didn't take me out there. I'm thinking to myself, I got to take you out on a date to get the buns?
Yeah.
I'm like, bruh, like, I hate women in Florida. Like, that's we have to go on a date. Like, that's a prerequisite for cheeks. Like, it threw me off. I did not like the women in Florida for that reason.
That's a little bit problematic.
So this is not a date at all, but this is a story I would like to tell on the podcast. It's a kind of a two-parter. So there was this girl from high school that I had a super big crush on. Y'all had met her. Luke, you probably don't remember, but AJ would definitely remember her. Phil, you might. But girl I had a huge crush on. We kind of reconnected. In high school, she ended up dating like one of my friends, so it never happened with me and her. We reconnected in college when I was at FAU. She was at our apartment one time. We kicked it. She was there. Her friend was there. Her friend got like too drunk or something. She ended up sleeping on, because remember in my room I had a futon and I had my bed. Mm-hmm. Y'all remember? Yeah. So she was sleeping in my bed. Then me and this girl, we were going to go to sleep. She decides to give up the box to me. But she wanted me to be slow and quiet. And for when I go slow, I bust way quicker. Like if I don't get to go at the pace that I want to go at, I bust mad
weird
quick.
though.
Yeah. So
her friend was in the room, right?
Yeah, her
That's
friend.
why.
No, I mean it's weird that he busts quicker going slow.
Yeah.
Nah, because
I need to go at but also now that I'm more experienced, like I can last longer. At that time, I was not to say I was inexperienced.
You was new to the game,
but I was still like
you were none before they took your pants off.
Yeah, but I also wasn't used to just fucking random girls. Like I was always used to fucking my girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
So 1, I was going slow. 2, I was fucking a girl that I've been wanting to fuck. And 3, I was fucking slow and not at the pace I wanted to fuck at. So after the fact, she would always be like, "Oh, it didn't count." Like kind of. And
I remember
also,
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Also,
her name start with a C?
Yeah. Also alluding to the
How
fact.
do I not know who she is?
I couldn't remember if you knew or not. But alluding to the fact that I was trash. But then there was another time we kicked it. I went to her house and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna fucking redeem myself. So I spent the night at her house. She was in some sexy ass lingerie, but wouldn't let me fucking hit. I was pissed because I was determined to redeem myself and put it down.
Wait, so why she let you hit the first time?
Did you spend the night that night?
I don't know. Yeah, I spent the night.
That's
but
weird.
she also had a black cat, and as y'all know, I'm allergic to cats, and I feel like as I get older, it gets worse and worse. And something about black cats, it's terrible. And I remember I remember the next day, bro. I was my eyes were fucking bloodshot red, puffy, crusty as shit. I had fucking hives. Like I was so embarrassed that next day, and still pissed that she didn't let me hit. But she like tried to give me some allergy medicine. But overall, it was just a terrible situation between her calling my dick trash, her not letting me redeem myself, and then 3, all in all, I had this terrible allergic reaction to her trash ass cat.
Damn, so she made you slow stroke and then called you meat trash.
Exactly.
Tough.
Exactly.
Wait, y'all, speaking of, so was that the only time you ever slept with someone while that friend was sleeping in the room?
Yes.
What about you, Luke? You ever done that?
Yeah. Actually, bro, wildly enough, I've done it with a family member sleeping in the same bed.
So I've never done that
multiple times,
but I've fingered girls like with somebody right now.
Oh no, I've smashed like
yeah.
family member in the same bed.
You
Multiple
were
times,
wild.
When I was in
Multiple
when I was in like campus rec, I smashed a pro staff where her students sleep in the hotel room.
Bro,
That's wild.
Yeah, that's super wild, bitch.
She deserves to be fired. For that.
She was like, "They're sleeping." I'm like, "Shh."
Wait, do I know this? No, it wasn't their student, but I know a similar story. But
You don't know
yeah,
this one. This
no,
one,
no, no.
nah, you don't know this one. But I've done it a
Um,
couple times though too.
But this actually leads to
I figured a girl in the back of my car. My parents were driving.
yeah, same.
That's wild.
And my sister's sitting right next to me.
Wait, bro, what? Wait, did your sister know?
No,
It's actually
old
really
was-
easy to get away
she
with.
was young. But then also another time, same girl fingered her in the movie
Does your
theaters.
sister know now?
No, and hopefully she's not listening. But also one time at the movies, I was sitting right next to Kendra and her young ass niece and fingered the same girl. And Kendra definitely seen that shit because Kendra to this day brings that shit
Bro,
up.
yes, I was gonna talk about that because not that same story,
Yeah.
but I was in a movie theater, and I got head in the movie theater.
See, that you can't
No,
hide
no,
that.
we couldn't.
You can't.
But the wild thing about it was a sold out movie. Like we didn't even pick a theater that was empty or like a movie.
You didn't pick a matinee?
Bro, it's like like y'all went to go see Top Gun Maverick.
No.
Like how? Okay, it was like every time was sold out.
Yeah.
So literally,
you cut
like,
out the bottom of the popcorn and stuck your dick through
bro, I
it.
wanted to.
The
but that's
Dave
not what I
Chappelle
did.
trick?
Literally, yeah, the Dave Chappelle, Danny Corey. No. And actually, my boy calls me Danny Corey, but Jermaine was there with me,
Yeah.
and Jermaine's girlfriend was a double date.
Yeah.
And yeah, this girl was like, "Do you want head?" I was like,
Well, you're not gonna say
yes.
no.
"Yeah, exactly." So it was, bro. When I tell you there were 0 empty seats in the whole theater, bro, that's how packed it was. And Jermaine looks over, and her head's in my lap. And Jermaine looks over, and Jermaine's girl looks over, and they were like, "Bro, what the fuck is going on?" And then, and then they ended up getting up and leaving. Like his girlfriend was pissed at me. So I haven't actually talked to, like this is his ex now.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
haven't talked to them, like her, after that. Like I never talked to her
Yeah.
after that. But yeah, Jermaine still laughs at that. He's like, "Bro, she was pissed at me. Like you ruined that night for me because I didn't get any bucks."
Yeah.
Like, it was,
But see, when you look back at it, it's like, damn, that was wild. But in the moment, it's just like, hey, I gotta get this fucking
It's just-
nut off. Like you don't think it's bad in the moment.
Because it's funny to the extremes of what you'll do to get boxed.
Yeah.
Especially like in your younger adolescent years.
Yeah.
Like I got boxed in the middle of an amusement park parking lot. Like we left the amusement park in
Yeah.
the middle of the day, and I'm clapping cheeks. My
Yeah,
homie's like,
yeah,
"Where
yeah.
you go?" And I'm like, "I went to the car." I said,
yeah. But I felt kind of bad.
Yeah, after.
After.
But in the moment, you're just like,
And now it's a funny story.
Yeah.
I
It's like,
wouldn't
Yeah.
feel
damn, I got
bad.
hit
Why
in
would
the
I
movie
feel
theater.
bad?
Well, I also don't know who else saw. Like who was behind me, who saw.
They didn't
Yeah.
call nobody, so you straight.
Yeah, that's true. But still.
well, yeah, behind you, they're not really gonna be able to tell. It's
No,
just
they
the people.
100% could tell if they're if they're in front of you, they can't.
And they're friendly. They can't.
But
'cause they
it
focus
also
on the movie.
depends at the seats in the movie theaters. Like if it's the long, tall ones that's at like Cinemax or
No,
whatever.
this was like when I was in high school. I was like a senior in high
Oh
school.
yeah, so if it's the short
So
ones, then they
yes,
could.
they get 100% seat.
Okay.
And it's not. She didn't even like put like a jacket over her head or nothing.
Yeah.
Like she was just out here, and my dick was just out in the open.
All right, but this leads to the next topic that I think Phil put on the list, but it was about threesomes. So what did you have about threesomes, Phil?
The questions are there. Have y'all done them? Would you do them? And what if your girl wanted to do one, but with two guys?
So it's wild that you even, like brought that up because I actually had a dream that I had a threesome last night.
Did you?
But I brought it up to Cindy before, and she said she'd be down, but I think she would want to pick the girl.
Yeah.
Like she would, and 100% two guys are off the table.
Yeah.
Even if like let's say she woke up one day and was like, I want a threesome, but with two guys.
Nah, fuck no. I think
Yeah.
she know. Well, I shouldn't say fuck no. I think she knows it's off the table.
Yeah.
We haven't discussed it, but every time we've talked about it,
Yeah.
we've talked about who the third girl is going to be.
Yeah. So same thing with Tatiana and I. Not that she wants to pick the girl, but she always says it has to be a girl that neither one of us know. Because I have at least like 4 girls that I know that would want to have a threesome with us.
Whoa,
But I know
that's
them.
a lot.
I know them, so it can't happen, because she's like, no, you know them. I don't want it to be people we know. It has to be random people. And same thing with her. Like, Tatiana always alludes to the fact that she's probably a lesbian. Like, she barely likes dicks, so she wouldn't want it to be two guys.
Really likes dicks.
So it would have to be two girls with us. But no, I've never had a threesome. The
I did-
closest thing was the story that I just told. With
I
two
did
girls.
almost have a threesome. I was at this like overnight. This is when I was
In band
young.
camp?
I might have been like 14 or 15, but I was at this overnight camp. Yeah, not a band camp. But I was at an overnight camp, and I was actually the only guy. It was in Miami.
What camp was this?
It was for like fashion design.
Oh, okay.
So I was going over the summer to, see if I wanted to do fashion design as a career. So I was the only guy, and literally it's like 30 girls.
Yeah.
And so they put us in like a hotel room for I don't even know how long they put us up, but it might have been like 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
But like every night we're like a bunch of different girls are in, because I had my own room because I'm the only guy.
Yeah.
A bunch of different girls were in there, like we're just playing games like truth and dare and other dumb shit. But then like the last few nights, these two girls were like trying to sleep in my room.
Yeah.
And I think the last 2 or 3 nights of it, I was like, okay, fuck it, like you can stay in my bed or whatever.
Nigga said fuck
So-
it like his hand was
But
for
no,
real.
Like-
but at the
Like,
time,
what?
All
No,
right,
at the
fine.
no, no, but at the time it was kind of like, I mean,
You was scared as shit.
No,
He
back
was.
then I was cocky.
Yeah.
So like, I was even more picky than I am now.
Okay.
I mean, they were still decent, but I was even more.
She's
picky than
not
I am
fine
now.
enough to get my meat.
So and at the time I was 14.
Yeah.
So I really wasn't like doing nothing. But anyway,
You was a virgin at that time?
yeah,
Wait, how old were you when you lost your virginity?
16 or 17.
How old were you, Phil? You were young.
It was
12.
11.
Jeez. Yeah, I was 17.
Yeah, I was like 16 or 17. But anyway, it ended up being 2 girls wanted to stay in there. 4 girls ended up staying in there.
Jesus.
And I had one queen in my room. 2 of them on one side of me, 2 of them on the other side. I could have had a 5-some.
Well, that's not to say that every girl would have been about it.
No. Every girl probably would. But honestly, I do keep in touch with 2 of the 4 still.
Hey, you trying to run it back? That's what you should
No.
say.
2 of them are actually, the 2 that I keep in touch with are, no. One of them's married. One of them isn't. But looking back at it, like, all 4 of them definitely would have let me smash. Individually would have let me smash.
Yeah, that's
I don't know
crazy.
about together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like now I should have just done it.
Yeah.
And the one who told me to do that actually got hella money, bro. I should have done it.
Jeez, bro.
She lives in Southwest Ranches.
Wait, where's that at?
Both is like the rich part of Davie.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Both her parents drive like Rolls Royces, and,
Jeez.
and
God,
she lives next door to like Mark Wahlberg's nephews. Or some
You definitely fumbled the
Yeah.
bag.
Facts.
shit. Yes, bro. Facts. If I would have known.
Well,
I
that
would've
can
put
be a
that-
girl
I
that
would-
tell Cynthia this. That might be a girl that Cynthia
That might
picks.
be the unicorn.
No, that's the one who's married.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Well, her husband might be a cuck.
He might be
Bro,
into
you might-
watching her get pounded.
No, I can't do that unless Cindy agrees.
Yeah, so bring it up to Cindy. But no, I have not had a threesome. But I also hear that they are extremely overrated. I could be wrong, Phil. Because Phil, you've had one, right?
I've never had one with 2 girls.
Oh, okay, got you.
3
The
guys.
No, 2 guys and a girl.
I was thinking
The-
that Phil was getting railed, but
No,
then I,
man, it
but
was
then-
like the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. I
Um,
get what you're saying.
The one time I actually had a couple times. Every time I've had the opportunity to have a threesome, I got too drunk.
Damn.
You need to stop drinking so much, bro.
I mean, at
I've
that
also
time, I
heard
drank
they're
a
overrated,
lot
too.
and I partied a lot. But the last time that was an option, I was on my way to that was the same night I almost died in New Orleans.
Jeez.
When the girls was like, "Oh, this is my boyfriend. I almost fight the New Orleans dudes and they's gonna shoot me.
Yeah.
Then I find out the next morning that was the same night because it was 2 girls. Like one of the girls was on me, and another was my coworker, and she was about it. She was like, "Oh, if she about it, I'm about it," and that got way too faded.
Bro, that's when you know you gotta slow down.
At that time, probably.
Like, oh, if she's about it, I'm about it. You gotta be like, I'm chilling.
I mean, at that time, bro, I used to drink. We used to pregame on a fifth, so me and my roommate would kill a fifth and then go to the club and have 2 more drinks.
Yeah.
Like I could drink a half a bottle by myself, so I was drinking heavily and like we was getting faded.
Yeah.
But that was the last time That was like the last time I got close to a 2-girl threesome, and then Danny's not going.
That's unfortunate.
She ain't going.
I mean, I don't think it'll ever happen, but in my head, I still, the possibility is there that, because Tatiana, she's not aggressive enough, so it would never happen. It would have to be like an aggressive ass girl to approach us and be like, yo, I'm feeling y'all. And we do get complimented all the time, like, y'all a cute ass couple, but.
I mean, we had a swinger couple hit on us at the new beach.
I feel like I was about to say that's where it would happen. I feel like for y'all.
And they definitely were fishing. Was like, oh, you guys ever? Like, nah, fam, I never did. And I was like, so what you think about the wife? She's kind of solid.
Was she?
Yeah, she was straight. She looked like a MILF type blonde white woman, like probably later. I'd probably say early 40s.
Yeah.
She was solid. The husband was whatever, but the wife was decent.
Yeah.
Had a nice body.
All right, we can move on though. So Phil's question of the week: if you were to change, I guess, or if you were in charge of the universe, would you make an
you good, Zober?
afterlife? Yeah, that wine hit me.
You good,
Would you make
Zober?
an afterlife?
So read that one more time.
So
if you were in charge of the universe, would you make an afterlife?
Yeah.
Who wants to answer first?
Well, yeah, I would. I mean, y'all know
just so I can be reunited with Cindy again.
and y'all could live happily ever after.
Exactly.
Nah, I would. Well, actually, I don't know, because it's like I'd be tired, bro. Like, I don't know if I want to have an afterlife and just be around forever.
It depends what it's like. I'd make it like a resort where there's no work, unlimited money. And shit.
But if I make an afterlife, it would be a limited afterlife, not eternity.
So initially, when I got this question, my initial answer was yes. But then I sat back and pondered, and then I thought, actually, I wouldn't make an afterlife. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it would defeat the purpose of religion and people acting and people's behaviors in the event that they would do something to make it to the afterlife. So if there is no afterlife, you have to live your life on earth. Just how you going to live it, because you know you only have X amount of time and there's nothing after it.
Or you just make an afterlife and don't tell nobody until they get there.
Yeah, because now...
But if I'm in charge of the universe, there is no afterlife.
So just don't say nothing.
But right now people don't know truly if there is or if there is not.
That's all it is.
That's why you have people that follow religion.
Yeah, but that's the point. The point is that they don't really know. But they have the fascination that it's possible.
Yeah, so in your your scenario,
just
it would
don't
just
tell nobody.
Treat it the same way as how it is right now.
Treat it exactly like it is now. Who would go back and tell you?
I wouldn't treat it the same way, because then, like, I got to stay with me.
I'm staying with you.
Stay
bro.
with me.
All right.
If you don't,
he acts like he's talking up here.
No, because if you get rid of the possibility that an afterlife exists, it changes people's behaviors.
All right, Phil. Okay.
Oh,
can you agree to the fact that right now people do not know whether there truly is, like, majority of the people that follow religion, they think that there is an afterlife. And then there's people like me that are atheist, agnostic, whatever, that are unsure or truly believe that there is not an afterlife. Can you agree to that?
I would say majority of the world, because majority of the world is religious, believes there's an afterlife.
Yes. So in your situation, if you were the creator of the universe, it would still be the same thing. Like right now, if there is a God, people are like, there's the people that think there is an afterlife and there's people that think there aren't. So in your situation, if you were the God, it'd still be the same exact thing.
No, in my situation, no one would think there's an afterlife.
Okay. Well, that's
what I'm saying. No one would think there's an afterlife.
Okay, but that's not what the question was.
Yeah.
But if you're changing it, then
that is the question, though. If I'm in charge of the universe, would I make an afterlife?
That's not the
What's the
bro,
question?
I hate this.
Bro, this man is wilding.
What's the question?
The question is,
you just said
if
it.
you were in charge of the universe, would you make an afterlife? But what does that have to do with whether people know or not?
Yeah, your question isn't.
I said no, but I said I would not make an afterlife, but that is why I would not make an afterlife.
Bro, this nigga makes my brain hurt.
Yes.
The question isn't, if I were in charge of the universe, would I make an afterlife and people know? That's not the question. Because if that were the question, then that changes
I'm explaining
everything.
my reasoning for not making an afterlife.
Also, you're saying
But that's what I'm doing. I'm explaining
Okay.
my reasoning. I'm saying I would not make an afterlife, but this is why I would not make an afterlife.
But also your reasoning is shit because you're saying I wouldn't make an afterlife because then people wouldn't follow religion.
No,
right?
I wouldn't make an afterlife because people have to live, because people behaviors would change because they know that there is nothing after they die.
Phil, I get what you're saying, but you're not wording it correctly, and that's what's the frustrating part.
I felt like I just worded it in very simple terms.
So because you're leaving out a whole part of people knowing in the question. That's the initial question was, if you were the creator.
But okay, I'm under the
universe.
assumption that people know it's an afterlife. So I'm under the assumption I'm answering this question in the modern terms.
That people. It's not modern terms.
Yeah,
right
because
now,
religion-
no one knows.
They do, but they don't. Or how their behaviors, how it affects their behaviors because they believe in it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm
Yes.
saying if I kill the thought of you believing in an afterlife, your behaviors are going to change globally.
Yes.
That's my point. That's why I
Okay.
wouldn't do it.
So you wouldn't have an afterlife. You 100% wouldn't have an afterlife because people wouldn't live their life to the fullest.
Because it may make people live their life to the full. Or I just want to see how
You
it would
lost
change.
me.
Or I just want to see how it would change behaviors, bro. If majority of the globe is dominated by religion,
So Phil, can I reword the question and you tell me if this is what you truly mean? If people know that there's an afterlife, and you were the creator of the universe, would you have an afterlife? Is that what you mean? Like, would you, if you were, now I'm fucking confusing myself. What's the initial question?
Bro, the wild thing is,
If you were in charge of the universe, would you make an afterlife, comma, if people knew? Is that what you mean?
pretty much.
Okay. That changes everything.
But even if I was in control of the afterlife, I wouldn't make.
but how would it change people's behaviors? How? People live their life currently. People who think there's an afterlife because they're religious or whatever live their life how they live their life because they think there's an afterlife. And the people who don't think there's an afterlife live their life the same exact way.
Yeah.
But now majority of the world would you would just live. So you're not like some people don't do shit under the guise of religion and making it to the afterlife. So if you get rid of all those barriers and boundaries, now you get to be who you truly want to be because you're like, all right, this is my life.
So you think it's going to get rid of religion?
Well, religion wouldn't have an effect. Religion probably wouldn't have as important of a role as it does globally.
Yeah. I would agree with that. To the extremists, maybe. Like the people that are kind of more so in the middle, it may not have an effect.
I don't think it
but like to the extremists, it might completely change their
So I would just want to see how it changes
my
people's
mom
behaviors.
don't go to church because she thinks there's an afterlife. And I feel like she's in the middle.
Mm-hmm. So are we off this topic?
Bro, I hope so. I hope so. That was backwards as shit.
That wasn't back.
You put a
I
question
literally
and meant something other than
No,
what you
I
put.
answered the question and I explained my reasoning, and my reasoning confused y'all.
No.
You didn't confuse us with your reasoning.
I did.
You confused us with your question.
Your question.
Then when you started giving...
No, I
Your reasoning was
answered the question.
No, you did not,
Yes,
bro.
I did.
Bro,
It's on tape. I answered the question.
Bro, this nigga drives me crazy. You thought the question was asking one thing, but when you typed
wrote
it
the
out,
fucking
when you
question.
typed it out, and me and Luke, we obviously interpreted it a different way
No, I
because
knew
you
what
left
the-
out the second part after the comma.
I knew what I said initially when I got this question.
Yes.
I said yes, and then I said And then I thought about it, and I was like, no,
Phil, you
and
are
this is
too
why.
smart to be not understanding what
I
we're
understand
saying.
y'all just don't understand me. But
Yes,
it's okay.
we don't.
That's
But
fine.
it's
Move
like you're
along.
not understanding where we're coming from. But
Well,
we'll move
the
on.
listeners will
We'll
understand
move
me.
on.
Bro,
Now
my
that
mind
me
is
and Luke,
blown.
well, at least I understand where you're coming from. It changes everything.
It changes nothing for me, bro. Changes nothing for me.
So get it off your chest.
Phil's question of the week.
I actually have I brought it up earlier about rental stuff. Like these prices, it's stupid. I mean, I get inflation is happening right now. Like everything is increasing in price, but it's disgusting what a lot of these places are doing. But my main thing is a lot of these places are bumping up prices and saying that we're just having competitive prices. And sorry if I sound stupid right now. I'm not a business major. I didn't do finance, any of that stuff. But if I were an apartment complex or a business and prices everywhere were increasing, I would keep my prices the same or lower them. So I mean, people in Miami are going to be moving into the places regardless.
Yeah.
So
whether
you would
no
raise
matter
your prices because then the demand's gonna be met.
I
and
mean
you
that
raise
makes
prices.
sense. But right now, so many people are moving out of our place, and I'm not seeing people moving in. Like I would keep my prices the fucking same, and make sure that I build those relationships so that I'm constantly having people move in instead of being the dickhead apartment complex that people potentially don't want to move into.
They know that most people might take them a little bit longer to fill
Yeah.
up, but
Yeah.
they will
That is true.
be completely full, by a
Yeah.
specific date. But the point that you're making is like, I feel like if everywhere else is increasing, like let's say you charge $2,000 a month,
Yeah.
and everyone else currently charges $2,000 a month, but then they move to $3,000 and you're still at $2,000. I don't get staying the same, but move it to like 28.
Okay.
So you're still like under everyone else.
Yeah.
From a business perspective, like that might make sense. You might fill up quicker.
Yeah.
But if everyone's increasing, like I understand from a business perspective why you
Mm-hmm.
would want to. I mean, you're in the business to make money.
Yeah, of course.
But I do agree that like it's kind of fucked for like everyone who can't really afford it or who's like borderline like struggling to make it already.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is kind of fucked because Miami, bro, it's like cost of living is so high
Yeah.
already. Even before fucking rent was going up.
Exactly. So, like I said, we're looking at places. Hopefully, we can get something soon. And then my fucking dad and parents keep asking me like every other day, like, "Oh, how's the apartment looking going?" And I feel like that's just adding to my anxiety.
Bro, yes, bro. I hate telling anyone about like shit that I'm doing. That's like I'm already putting pressure on myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they always want like family members always want updates, bro.
Yeah.
And then you're stuck
Especially
there
my
like,
parents.
I don't have an update for you, and like I'm frustrated, and
Yeah.
now like it was in the back of my mind, and now it's in the front of my mind.
Exactly. Like as I was driving here, my dad was like, "Oh, how's it going?" Like he asked me like every 2 days, and then he sent me like a bunch of places, which I mean I appreciate,
That's nice, bro.
but it's also a little frustrating.
Did
I
you
know.
tell him that it was frustrating?
I
that you did
didn't.
that?
I didn't respond to his text yet.
And maybe you should tell him though.
Yeah. But I'm also happy for him. He just accepted a new job. He'll be working remotely, and he's working for a new university in Atlanta, Georgia. So shout out to
It's
him.
wild that he'll be completely remote.
Yeah,
that's
that's the only reason why he accepted it.
He's leaving the U. That's nuts.
Yeah.
What university is it? Can we know?
Wake Forest?
No, it's
Wake Forest is
At-
not in Atlanta.
It's in Atlanta. I forget what it's
Wake Forest
called.
is like North Carolina.
I had a couple of students that went there.
Georgia Tech.
No, it's like
That's
a
also
smaller
not
one,
Atlanta.
kind of like what
Georgia
Patricia
Tech is
went
in
to.
I
Atlanta?
don't know if it is.
Yeah, it's in Atlanta. But
Georgia State.
No, it's not like one of those. It's like kind of like Life University because that's where Patricia
Kaiser?
went.
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's not Life, but it's something like that. I forget what it's called.
Everest.
No. Yeah, my dad's doing the
Phoenix?
commercials. You sitting on your couch. But anyways, you put drivers.
Yeah, man, just Florida drivers, and I know we harp on this a lot, but bro, it's been like, I'm driving to work the other day, a nigga got cut off, so he decided to cut me off. It's like, bro, like
Yeah.
you just got cut off, so you think, let me get over in this guy lane and cut him off. It's just like everybody's just been itching to get into my lane and cut me off
Yeah.
recently, and I don't know why.
It's not even just people cutting off. For me, what pisses me off is in Miami more than anywhere, they're about to miss their exit or turn, and they stop
Yeah.
and wait for cars to pass,
Bro, and
then switch.
I almost
I'm like,
smacked
bro,
into somebody on my literally when I exited over
Yeah.
here, because the railroad track sets on this road over here. Like a nigga was in a brand new Lexus, came to like a complete stop at the railroads to like go slow as shit over it, and I didn't expect him. So I'm trying to like get past him, but I didn't expect him to come to a complete stop, and almost smacked into the back of this nigga like 2 seconds away from Phil's house.
I mean, that is if your car's low.
No, because those railroads don't affect your car. You can like speed right over them.
It depends though. If there is like a massive incline and then decline on the other side of the railroad, it can if you're going very fast.
Yeah.
It can fuck your car up if your car is low.
Yeah.
Because I know that's happened to me. So I understand slowing down. I don't know about stopping completely, but I understand slowing down. But like if you're on the highway and you're in the middle lane and you're about to miss your exit, don't stop.
Exactly.
Like every car is going 80 miles an hour. Like fuck are you doing?
I just don't understand how people know they gotta get off and they still ride in the left lane.
Like I go into the right lane like a mile and a half, 2 miles, probably before my exit.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh, 300 feet. I need to get off on exit 27. Let me cross 5 lanes to get over. Bruh, you knew you had to get off. So there's been people been getting in my lane recently, and that's been kind of pissing me off. And I don't know, I've just been avoiding a lot of accidents lately, and that's not really good for my soul because I'm not good with cars and shit. So,
Bro, I almost got into an accident too. Not on the way here, but like today. Same exact thing. A car like crossed like 4 lanes to make a left turn and didn't even fucking look, and I had to swerve out the way.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that I work inspecting cars all day, so I look at the damage on these cars, bro. Some of that shit's terrifying. Like there's this car today, the whole roof was gone. Like I'm like, I need to know if this person survived.
They wanted to convert.
Yeah,
So
bro.
of course I go into the claim. They survived, and I'm like, how the fuck did they survive? They wrapped around the pole. The whole roof of the car got split in half.
Jesus.
Like bro. I'll probably take a video next week if I.
Yeah,
if
bro.
the
I
car
feel like
split.
you see some crazy shit because I think you've only sent us like 2 videos, but both, both have been like nuts.
I
But now
low
that's
key
a
want
convertible,
to.
though.
I low key want to start a series of like, how did they survive, and just show y'all the damages on these cars of
You
people
should.
that survived.
That'd probably blow up on TikTok.
Yeah, but Phil would get
I'd probably get fired. Yeah,
So you'd still be a millionaire on TikTok.
that's a good point. But then I lose my ability to do content creation.
But now you know where the cars go, so you can just pull up.
I could just sneak in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You still have your uniform and shit. Just pretend.
But they all know me, so they'd be like, "That's trespassing, sir. We're gonna call the police."
All right, what's the best thing y'all seen this week? I actually got 2 things.
My girl's titties.
Let me see.
No, she won't let you.
Actually, I have seen it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you?
Hey, I hope the camera picked up Phil's face because he was like, "What the fuck you mean you see my girl's titties?"
Yeah, she whipped them things
She
out.
whipped them things out.
She did.
bro,
Whip them
in
things. She
public.
was actually super embarrassed and mad about that.
But honestly,
And I'm like, why do you care?
Yeah, she go to the
And
Like
she
you
had-
had
she also
such a
had fun.
good time.
yeah, she did.
Like
have a
I
good
never
time.
seen you get that lit before. You had so much fun.
Yeah.
So what? I sucked your titties in the bar.
in the middle of the spot.
That was an accident. We were both drunk.
No, I know. She whipped them titties out. You started sucking them. It was wild. But honestly, like
It also sounds a lot worse than
Yeah,
what
yeah.
actually happened.
it does. But like it was like when you see a breastfeeding mother in public. Like that's what it was.
Yeah, Phil
But it
looked
was
like
so
a
fun.
newborn.
He did.
But that's a nice pair of titties, ain't it?
I'm not gonna.
You could
comment.
say it, ain't
I'm
it?
not gonna comment.
Them shits is perfect.
I'm not gonna comment.
Best thing I've seen this week. I mean, I guess.
Wait. Now that she's in New York, I can say those are a great pair of New York boobs.
What's that
What is
from?
that?
Is that from?
Chappelle
some-
show, yeah.
I don't remember that.
But no, me and Tatiana got 4 new tires for her car, which was great. So
Why do I feel like we talked about this on the last podcast?
we didn't talk about it on the pod. I texted it to y'all, but definitely make sure you make connections. Also, YouTube, they just started rolling out to where you can do picture-in-picture on your phone. So shout out YouTube for that. I was watching like an app video this morning while I was working out, and then I tried to close out of it, and I thought my ass paid for YouTube Premium by accident. So
No,
That's live,
I
though. I
learned that
didn't know
this
that.
week too, bro. It's so lit now because I can
Yes.
like
Do whatever.
check my text
multitask,
messages
yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
That's
But-
live, I didn't know that.
going back to get it off your chest, it pisses me off that we're this far into 2022 and there's still a bunch of like video apps that do not allow you to do picture-in-picture.
Yeah. Also, it doesn't do it for every channel.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, because there are some channels like it does it for like some bigger channels, but like there were some channels
Maybe they're
where
testing it.
it wouldn't do it. Maybe if it's on older videos, I don't know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I was I think watching the reaction channel and I tried to do it, but then when I did like Undisputed and First Take and all that shit, it worked.
Got you. Anything y'all got for best thing you've seen?
My girlfriend got a new job.
Hey.
We talked.
Congrats.
We talked. I think like 3 weeks ago on the pod about like how we split things because we were making about the same.
Yeah.
But now she doubled her income.
Oh, so she
Jesus
paying for
Christ.
everything. You the little sugar baby.
I'm a sugar baby. So anyway, I just congrats to her. She's moved up a position and
She
doubled her
hiring?
salary.
She hiring? She looking for an employee?
Bro, honestly, I thought how much she's getting paid. I thought about applying. I don't give a fuck about nepotism.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Well, I'm not related or
That's facts.
have
They
association
hiring.
outside
I'm
of you.
always looking for more, bigger, and better.
That's
You got
facts.
anything, Phil?
I told you my girl's titties.
Oh yeah. I didn't think you were being serious, but
No, I was being
shout
serious.
out Danny's titties.
Shout out Danny's titties.
There's
That's,
about to
that's the
be-
second best thing I've seen.
That's not gonna be the name. That's what we're not gonna
this
do.
this is gonna be the title of the pod. Danny's titties.
No, it's gonna be shout out Danny's titties.
Yeah. I had nothing that I've been streaming this week outside of Love Island. I'm addicted. Y'all got anything?
Bro, that's wild.
I haven't watched a lot of TV
Bro, I
this week.
fucking
I just
love
been
Island.
deep into training, bro.
Okay.
Did you watch Love Island South Africa?
I didn't know they had. You being stupid.
No, that's the one with the person on Instagram that I showed you, the girl.
Oh no, that's not. I thought that was like Love Island, just England or whatever. UK.
No, she's on Love Island South Africa.
Oh, I didn't know they had that.
I need to watch that one.
Okay, I do need to watch that.
I've just been watching a lot of Summer League.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been watching.
Why, bro? I'm watching it now. These games are fucking trash.
Yeah, but
No,
Luke's
but
also watching because he knows a lot
Yeah, I
of the
know a
officials
lot of
working.
Oh, I'm like, bro, this shit sucks.
Like on this game, I've worked with 2 of the 3.
Okay, because I literally could be watching Animal Planet right now.
No, but
You
it's
know
all,
the shots they would have would be way better than the
like
Summer
I've
League
been
game.
I've been texting people if they pull up, like if I see them on TV, I'll be texting them like, oh, I like this, or whatever. Like I seen
Yeah.
you on. So in this game, 2 of the 3 people like I've actually been on the game with.
Well, I'm just saying this sucks.
I'm sorry you think that. Some of the games are good though. Like if you have Chet or Paolo on a game, like those games are exciting. I mean, this game doesn't have any like big name players.
Not excited.
This game doesn't have any big name players. But whatever.
Yeah. Music. Did you put both albums on here, Phil?
I did.
A kid named Cudi and Lloyd Banks.
Yeah, so a kid named Cudi actually dropped a No Wait, but it was his first mixtape, but it's on streaming platforms now. So I was listening to that today, and then Lloyd Banks dropped The Course of the Inevitable 2.
Okay.
And when he dropped the first one, that was one of my albums of the year, if y'all don't remember.
Yeah.
And so this one's just as good too.
I actually never listened to the first one. I
First
think I
one's
might
so
have listened
good,
to
bro.
like one song.
It's so good, cause like he's bar heavy.
Yeah.
So like, and it's like real like New York, not trap New York beats, but like traditional like New York hip hop beats. So it was good. I enjoyed it. And there's a lot of street rappers, drug raps, just good bars. So
Not 2 new albums, but I do want to talk about like, because obviously like for me, music in my opinion changes on certain albums like after a few months.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's probably true for a lot of people. But like the Drake album has grown on me.
100%.
Like when I first listened, I was like, oh, this is okay. I could probably listen to 2 songs, and like I probably wouldn't want to hear this like me like going out, or I probably won't play this in the car. Like I might just listen to it a little bit, like if I'm chilling around doing nothing. But now, like I could probably listen to almost all the way through and enjoy most of the songs. Like
I'm
the first
opposite.
song, the first actual song, I still don't like.
my
But-
text go green,
Is it Text Go Green?
yeah, I definitely fuck with
Or
that
the
song.
one that
the one before text go green.
Yeah, the first one.
no, it's
What's
the
the first
second
one?
one.
No, the first song,
Falling
it's
Back.
like...
Falling back.
Is the actual first song. Intro isn't the actual song.
Oh, okay.
Falling Back's the actual first song. That one I still don't like. But the rest, like I can listen from Text Go Green all the way to Jimmy Cooks now,
Yeah.
and like actually enjoy listening to it. And then the second album that I like is the Burna Boy one. I mean, that's only been out for another
Yeah.
week or whatever. But like that shit has grown on me to where like I can listen to that shit on the whole album on repeat.
Do
times.
y'all have a top 5 so far? Albums of the year?
Oh, for albums of the year.
Or am I putting y'all on the spot?
No, I got a few.
I think the Burna Boy one's up there. I really like the Bad Bunny one.
Yeah, this has been a very, very good year of music, in my opinion. So
others that I'd put up there. I don't think I'd put the Drake one in the top 3.
Well, I said top 5, but
you said top 5.
Yeah.
I'd probably put it in top 5 then.
I mean, right now, I definitely got to say Burna Boy, probably 3. I don't even know what number. Maybe. Damn, 2 is tough. Cause I really like Future's album. That's like the only like rap album I really like this year.
Yeah, Future's is good too.
And I'm not even like a super big Future fan like that. I really like Blast. I really like Lucky Day. Oh, Kendrick. Fuck. Kendrick might be 2. And then Bad Bunny 1.
And it's wild that you put Bad Bunny when you don't even know what he's saying.
I don't. I don't.
It's just the vibes that you're going off of.
All right, so I got.
Oh, and I Know Nigo is this year.
Yeah,
that's up there for me. I still really fuck with the Red Hot Chili Peppers album, which I know every time I bring it up, you shit on it.
We grown. Is it grown?
What you got, Phil?
Top 5, no particular order. Kendrick's, Pusha T's.
Oh, I forgot about Pusha T's. That's up there too.
Big Crit, Earl Sweatshirt, and probably Burner Boy.
Bruh, I feel like you... Wait, say it again?
Burner Boy. So Big Crit.
Yeah, I feel like you just putting Crit in there because you want to put Crit in there.
No, like I
feel
listened
like
to
there's
his album
that you like more.
No, I listen to his album all the time.
Do you?
Yes, that album is so good. It just didn't get like the attention that it deserves.
Yeah.
But that album is so fucking good, bro. Like, give it a listen. Did you ever listen to it? Just listen to Digital Road. Just don't.
No, I listened to a little bit, but then I said I was listening to in the gym, and it wasn't really
exactly like listen to it like how you would listen to a Drake project.
Yeah.
And then you'll listen to it on the drive.
But this Drake project, I actually could listen to in the gym.
I can't.
So up tempo.
But yeah, it is.
Oh well, I don't listen to it how you would listen to a fucking R&B album. Listen to it how you would listen to an R&B album because it's more R&B based. I feel like. But no, it's one of my favorite albums this year. And Earl Sweatshirt album is sick. Is really
I actually
really good.
Haven't listened to Earl's album.
I haven't either.
But yeah, those are my top 5.
Okay. Last we have sports. So, I mean, the big news in NBA right now outside of Summer League is where will KD end up? And we've been seeing a lot of crazy ass trades, possible trade suggestions, but what y'all think? Where do you think he ends up? Does he go to Miami? Does he end up in Minnesota? What y'all think?
Brooklyn.
You think he stays in Brooklyn?
Yeah, because I don't see him going to the Warriors. I don't see. I think he stays in Brooklyn, bro.
I mean, I could see him staying in Brooklyn because I would have, if you would have asked me 2 days ago, I would have picked the Suns. But now that they can't move Ayton until January 15th, I just don't see a move happening.
They can't move him till January?
No, because he just signed a new contract. So they have to wait like 3 months or 5 months or whatever it is. I can't remember the exact. But January 15th is like the day that he's trade eligible.
And he can veto when he trades.
Yeah, and he can veto when he trades.
So if he don't like the trade, he could be like, yeah, fuck that, I'm straight.
Yeah. So I would have picked them, but I don't anymore. And then I think a lot of people have been talking about him going to Toronto for Scotty Barnes, but I don't really see that happening either.
Nah.
So if I had to guess, it'd be Nets, or I could see him going to the Heat. But those are the only 2, I think.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, the Heat would be pretty live. And I'm more so speaking on where I guess I'd like to see him and like would be nice. Obviously, I don't know what the teams would offer and whatnot. For some reason, Denver, I think that could be lit. I don't know what Denver could give up, but obviously Denver has a lot of fucking pieces to give up, and they, I feel like, are in win now mode.
Yeah.
And no matter what they move, because I feel like they have so many pieces that they could literally give up anything and still have enough pieces to kind of stay cohesive. What else?
I've seen 2 other teams.
Who
Memphis
else?
and Pelicans.
I don't think Memphis does
Just
it
because
though.
they have
Pelicans.
Pelicans have a lot to move.
Yeah, I don't think Memphis does it though.
They
Like
do.
Pelicans could move Brandon Ingram. They could keep Ingram and move Zion.
Yeah.
If anything, you would move Ingram because he's similar to KD in bodies.
Yeah.
And
I can see
style
that
and
too.
game, and that way you put CJ,
But
Zion. And
If you don't think Zion can come back and he'll continue to be
Yeah.
injured, you trade him now before his value drops even more. Because
he's coming back. He's coming back healthy this year. They said
mean, I
literally
would
set
hope
him all
so. I
year
hope
just
so. I
because
hope so.
he should be good to go the first game of the season.
Yeah.
No, I know that, but I'm saying like how many is his weight gonna or his body type gonna affect him like moving? I know he's healthy now based on past injuries, but is it gonna be a recurring theme that he's gonna continue to get injured throughout his career? Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I would
The
like
other
to
one-
see him. Sorry.
The other one was Memphis because
Okay.
they have a lot of pieces like young pieces.
Yeah.
So y'all don't see the Golden State happening?
Nah.
'Cause they got the pieces to make it happen.
They have the pieces to make it happen.
But why?
And the picks.
But why? Why would
I
you?
mean,
do
you just
that?
won a championship without him.
Yeah.
Why not? It's still fucking KD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've won a couple.
They
of
won a
championships
championships
him.
without him the first time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So why do it?
Why not?
I don't know, bro. Like you're setting yourself like currently the Warriors. It's unfair because you have players who are win now and like borderline Hall of Fame or some Hall of Famers already, and then you have 3 young players. Is it 3? Kuminga, Moody, and Poole,
Wiseman.
and Wiseman. 4 young players who are like borderline. You think their potential is what, all-stars?
Yeah.
All 4 of them, their potential is all-stars. Like,
Wiseman
if you
not so
keep
much.
them, if you keep
No,
them,
Wiseman.
he was a
I
number one
think
overall
as
pick.
far as ceiling goes, he has the highest ceiling.
I think Jordan
Kuminga
Kuminga has the highest ceiling.
Kuminga's up there too, but all 4 of them potential all-stars. That's how they project them, and like if you don't trade for KD, you keep your championship team that you currently have, plus you're set up for the future.
Yeah.
So why trade away your future?
I agree.
I mean, we're seeing Washington on the screen right now. Obviously, they kept Bradley Beal, and KD is from DC. So
But they don't have the pieces.
Yeah, that's the thing.
yeah,
Because who you trading?
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they don't have.
But-
it would have to be Kuzma, the rookie
And
they just
picks.
drafted, Johnny Davis, and like literally 7 picks,
Yeah,
which still isn't enough. I don't think.
7 picks isn't
Bro,
enough.
Rudy Gobert just went for 5.
Rudy
Really?
Gobert is also not 34.
Rudy
KD
Gobert is how old?
27.
No, he's not.
He
no,
is.
he's not. Google it.
He's 27 or 29.
I guarantee he's not 27.
I guarantee.
I put my life on it. I'll let you kill me right now on the camera.
I will
you can you can use that footage as proof that I let you.
A word?
How old is he?
Well, while he looks it up, what I was trying
He's
to
30.
say.
He's 30. And
KD's 34.
okay, but it's not like his game doesn't cater to playing for a long time. Like it's not like he's like Derrick Rose where he's super explosive and like he can't shoot.
Yeah, but
He can
he's
play
also
for like
on the
Steph
back.
Curry.
He's on the back
Steph
end of his
Curry's
prime.
what, 33 or whatever.
But he's on the
He
back
can
end
play
of
for
his
another
prime.
6 years.
He's on the back end of his prime.
I would like to see KD play for like a Popovich or some shit like that. I don't know what the Spurs could
Isn't
move.
Popovich done soon?
Yeah, but I mean, KD, how long would he stay on his next team?
I mean, I don't know, but the Spurs are also tanking. They just traded Murray.
yeah,
To get that
that's
7-footer
7
for
white.
France.
Yeah, 7-1, buddy.
Bro, Victor Wanyama.
Yeah,
Wanyama.
He's going to be probably lit. Everyone's like, oh, he shoots like a guard. He handles the ball and play makes
Yeah,
like
but
a guard.
he's
But
frail.
he's 7'2". He's less frail, I think, than Chet was.
Well, yeah, Chet's. I don't think Chet's gonna be that good though.
I mean, Chet looks live right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
against summer leaguers, but not
Yeah.
against pro vets that's gonna put they.
Yeah, but if he
Body
looked
and-
trash now, then I would
Yeah.
kind of agree. Like, oh, he can't even play against these guys. But he's literally hooping. on
Nah,
these
he's
guys.
gonna have to bang, bro, and I don't think he's gonna be able to withstand.
The way he can put the ball on the ground.
but people say that every year,
Yeah.
and you still see, because he's not going to be a back to the basket, on the block type player.
He's gonna stretch
People
the
said the same shit about KD, and look what KD did. Look
he
what Dirk did.
looks like a better handling, playmaking Porzingis.
Yeah.
They said
Porzingis is
Porzingis
doing well,
couldn't hold up.
But Porzingis is doing fine right now. He's averaging 21 and 9.
Yeah, but he can't stay healthy.
Okay, that's fine.
That's gonna be
He's-
the Chet problem.
He's
like,
still play. I think Porzingis last year played
and
60
Chet's
games.
skinnier than KD.
60 games is a good amount of games. If you look at the NBA and how many games like everyone plays, majority probably hover around like 50, 60
Yeah,
games.
but Porzingis.
Because everyone's injured.
But they also thought Porzingis was gonna be more than what he was.
I mean, I guess, yeah. But I wouldn't call him a bust. 20 and 9 is still...
No, I don't. He's not a bust,
still a-
but he won like they hyped him way up
Yeah,
after that one
I
year in
know,
New
I know.
York.
I know.
But
So, I mean, like,
also, we
KD's
haven't
different.
seen anyone come out of New York and be great. In
Have
any
we
of our
seen anybody
lifetimes.
come? Well, I guess yeah.
Well, I
Never
don't know.
mind. OKC. Chet's in
A lot-
OKC,
3
right?
people
Yeah,
came
as
out of
I- That's
OKC.
what I said. Never mind.
3 of the best players.
So I said never mind.
Okay. Yeah, OKC's good at drafting, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
All right, we can move on though. So next topic was Baker ended up going to the Panthers. Did he get traded? Yeah, he got traded, right?
I thought he was...
Yeah, he got traded to the Panthers
Yeah.
for a 5th-round pick.
But it's interesting because I
Cut
know
him.
they asked Robbie Anderson early in the year, and that nigga did not want
Yeah.
him to be the quarterback. And Robbie Anderson, I think, is like the number 1 receiver on that team. So, but that definitely means obviously Browns, they're putting all their chips into the Deshaun Watson basket, which I also just saw the Texans today. They settled with the 30 girls as well. So, do we think this nigga's gonna have substantial suspension time?
I don't think so.
Yes. I think he'll get half a season.
Half a season?
Oh, is that substantial? I think he can get half a season.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's substantial.
I mean, if you
No, I
miss
would-
half
I
a
would-
season,
yeah,
that's
I would say
substantial.
I would say that's
You would?
substantial.
You miss
yeah.
half a season.
I mean, I don't know. 30 girls. I feel like half a season's not.
But he
like,
also
if
didn't
we're
get
talking relative
criminally-
to like
he-
what he did.
Yeah.
But he also didn't get criminally trialed.
Yeah.
Like
No, I get that.
So
But
a
I'm
lot
just
of it's
saying,
just
based on
they
what he
paying
did.
them they paying them publicity money to get him out of publicity. He hasn't been actively charged with anything.
No, I know. I
so
get
it's
that.
it's just defamation in a court of public opinion.
I would say yeah, I know, but I would say based on like what the charges were, or what he was being accused of, half a season is not substantial.
Yeah, but it
But-
don't matter
but
what
yes,
you get
but yes,
accused
half-
of if you
I think
don't.
half a
They
season
can't
based-
find you guilty for it.
Half
So,
a season
yeah.
to a football team, yes, that's
Yeah, so it's
substantial,
like you can
okay.
accuse me of murdering 18,000 people, but if a grand jury never picks it up, did I murder 18 people? No.
Yeah. But
And it just sucks when you're a celebrity, it's the court of public opinion. So now,
Yeah.
even though they can't actually take it to court, to have them, like, no court's going to pick it up because there's not enough evidence. It's like, well, he had to done something.
yeah.
No.
But going back to the Panthers, they still have Sam Darnold, right?
Yeah.
So, do you think Baker could potentially take that starting
Yes.
spot, or
He's-
does?
Yes.
Sam Darnold was ass.
Sam Darnold is ass.
I mean, I think both of them are.
Nah,
No,
Baker's
no,
actually
Baker's-
decent.
No, I
He's okay.
I think they're both like mid.
Nah,
Not-
Sam
not
Darnold's
trash.
worse than
You're
Baker.
wilding.
Sam Darnold's worse than Baker.
You'd rather have Darnold than Baker?
I don't think either one of them is.
Who would you rather have?
No,
Zach?
I think Baker can take you to the playoffs. I'm not.
I don't know about
I
that,
don't
but I
know.
think
I
he's
don't
better
know.
than
I
Sam
don't
Darnold.
think
Darnold.
either
can
one
take
is
you to the
changing
playoffs.
your organization that much.
I think so. I think Baker is.
I think Sam Darnold, Baker's good for 2 or 3 more games than Baker.
Yes, which is enough to get you into the playoffs.
And Baker's gonna have significantly less weapons than he had in Cleveland. Like he had OBJ, he had Landry, he
And
had
that tight end,
Njoku,
yeah.
he had 2 great
Okay,
running backs.
but-
Now he's just gonna have a Christian McCaffrey that cannot stay healthy.
Are we sure Njoku's lit?
He's decent, but
I think he's decent.
Who the
And Landry and OBJ, like, okay, maybe it's because of Baker, but their numbers weren't as good as when they were in other places either.
yeah.
Like OBJ's numbers were better in New York, Landry's numbers were better in Miami. So I'm not like, is it because of Baker? Maybe,
Yeah.
but it's not like they were like at their best or in their prime with
Yeah.
Baker either.
But the point I'm making is the Panthers don't have anything except for Christian McCaffrey, who can't really say that healthy,
Don't they have Moore?
and Robbie Anderson.
Moore is better than Anderson.
Oh, I thought you were saying more than that.
no,
Sorry.
Moore, Moore.
Yeah.
DJ.
Yeah, DJ Moore.
He's better than Robbie.
I'm not sure. I don't know the stats. Like, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm also
Do
not
you know
agreeing.
them?
But
Do you know them, Phil?
either way, I still think Panthers are second to last in the division. I think it's us, the Bucks, then the Saints, then the Panthers, and then the Falcons.
I
Falcons
want
don't
to
have
look at this
shit.
now. I need to look at this.
I don't know.
Bro,
but
it's not even close. Robbie Anderson, 500 yards, 53 receptions.
okay.
Moore, almost 1,200 yards,
Okay.
93 receptions.
I mean, I wasn't.
so 40 more receptions,
Yeah, I wasn't.
double the yards.
Sure.
Nah, he's the guy there. And McCaffrey being a pass catcher, I feel like
Yeah.
needs someone better than Darnold too.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, you're mainly checking down to your running back, but still.
All right, but last but not least, we have what do we have? Richard Jefferson officiating.
This man's drunk.
I am. So earlier this past week, Richard Jefferson, former NBA player who had mainly played for the Nets. He's a broadcaster now. He goes on those ESPN type shows, but he dipped his toe into officiating. And as two current officials, one former official on this couch. How'd y'all? Well, Phil, I don't know if you watched, but Luke,
I didn't.
Luke, I know you watched,
I was
and
asleep,
I saw the recap. How'd you think he did?
Bro, well, I thought he did poorly. Not like ESPN was like, oh, we didn't put his hand up for a 3.
Yeah.
But like his first whistle, like he pointed in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
And they had to overturn the call.
Yeah.
There was a foul or 2, maybe even more, that partners had to come and get. That he was kind of just. I feel like he was overthinking it.
Oh, 100%.
Which is easy because the game is really fast. Like when you move from like middle school to high school, it's fast. And when you move to high school to college, it's even faster. So I can imagine then at the NBA level or G League level, like how fast it would be.
Yeah.
But it was really fun to watch. And I liked, like I saw on Reddit, like some people were pissed that ESPN half of the screen was him at all times.
Yeah.
But I thought it was kind of funny. Like the part that I liked about it most was I thought that the players and fans were interacting with him.
Yeah.
Because they knew who he was. They knew he was a player. And they were like laughing and having like, it was a joke. Like,
Yeah.
So I felt like it made refereeing look more, like made referees look more human.
Yeah. Personable. Yeah.
Yeah, than just someone who wears stripes and isn't an actual like human being. Like, right, there's emotions and things that, you know, that we feel when we're refereeing.
Exactly.
You know, so I really liked it, and I hope that they do it again for either maybe not this year summer league because it's almost over, but future summer leagues, or maybe even like G League preseason or something like
If
that.
there's one like NBA broadcaster or just anyone in general that you would like to see officiate, who would it be?
Bro, it would be funny if Charles Barkley was
Bro, I was gonna say the exact same shit.
It'd be
If you had
so
Charles and Shaq
Shaq.
on a crew together with like a actual NBA ref or whatever, that would be fucking hilarious.
I don't think you can put 2 non-refs.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
They would have to be on different games.
But I'm
or
saying,
Shaq,
like, if Shaq actually, because Shaq, I feel like he dips his toes into all these things,
Yeah.
but he takes it seriously. Like with the police officer stuff, with the DJing, anytime Shaq tries something, he takes it seriously. So I feel like Shaq could actually like,
Yeah, but with Barkley on the same court, I don't know.
bro, that shit. Like
would
if
be
they
hilarious.
if
It'd
they
be
did like the NBA All Star game or some shit like that, like something where it's not so serious,
Yeah.
bro, that would be
Like 1/4 of the All-Star
yeah,
game.
that'd
I
be
can see that.
fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, Jefferson, bro, it was fun to watch, but he definitely looked like he was overthinking.
Yeah. And
I mean, to me, it brought a lot of positive publicity.
It makes for good TV.
Yeah.
A lot of and especially like as a referee, I know that some people on Reddit were like, "Bro, I don't want to fucking see this," but like I feel like the majority of people who don't take shit so seriously were like,
Yeah.
"Okay, that was enjoyable."
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun to watch. I mean, yeah, he was kind of butt cheeks, but it's expected.
Did you watch the actual thing or you saw the highlights?
No, I watched the extended highlights on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And then I just watched a clip of him. And then he also put out like a TikTok or YouTube short or some shit like that talking about it.
I like that he was mic'd up too.
Yeah.
Like that made it better, because you got to see the interaction with the fans, but also with his partners who are actual referees.
And it just shows you this job not easy. Everyone thinks they could do it until they actually step onto that court.
I mean, it also shows you that it's fun.
Yeah.
Like he
100.
said in a video, like it's addicting.
Mm-hmm.
When he was mic'd up, like when he was on the court, he was like, "Oh, I know why it's addicting, or I can tell why it's addicting."
Yeah.
Like it is. Like you get into it, and you have a front row seat to like some of the best athletes.
Exactly.
Oh, facts.
Exactly. But that's all I got. Y'all got anything else before we go our separate ways?
No, I don't. I was about to get it off my chest about Phil's question today, but I don't want to start more shit and going around.
This man
circle.
added a whole part two to the question
That he
and
didn't
gets
write down.
mad
The
at us.
listeners will understand me.
No,
Yes,
And
bro.
when they understand me, I
They
just want y'all to
might-
be like, I understand.
I don't think
Phil.
they'll understand you, but they might. And if they do, it's only because they didn't see a different question than the one you posed in
Bro,
person.
last episode might have been one of my favorite pods that we've ever done, but there were so many people that disagreed with Phil between the interview thing. What was
Oh,
that?
really? People texted you about that?
Yeah, but the other thing was the 4th of July shit. Everyone was like, what is this nigga talking about? Black people do not... Or no, sorry, the loving this country. Black people loving this country.
Niggas love this country. They just don't want to say
Nah,
it, bro.
bro.
Niggas love this country.
Phil's what's his name? Buddy from what the fuck is that cartoon? Bro?
No, I'm not.
Uncle
Nowhere.
Ruckus.
You nowhere near. Niggas-
Uncle Ruckus.
and I wasn't wrong about the interview.
You
but
were,
whatever.
bro.
I was not.
You were Uncle Ruckus. That's what I'm calling
Nah,
you.
that's
That's what I'm
dis-
saving
what
my
else
phone.
did
That's
we
actually
have?
disrespectful. Don't call me that.
What else did we have an argument about? It was the interview.
There was one other thing I can't remember now, but 100.
Yeah.
Could we pull up to the sheet or something?
A lot of it was about the interview.
No, it was more. It was about the girls. Was it about me finding someone attractive and then he brought up dating or something?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
But how many people texted you? Do you think?
It was only like 3. But one of them, Kendra, she said she didn't like how you bullied Phil. She did say that. She was
About which
like,
part?
Luke be bullying Phil.
About which part?
Just
Some
in
nigga don't
general.
bully
Because,
me,
I mean,
bro.
she listens. I don't think she listens to every episode, but she definitely listens to, like...
Folks-
seven
You heard
episodes.
Phil? He don't be
Folks
bullying
don't
me.
bully me, G. None of you niggas bully
Bro,
me, bro.
We only bully
Y'all
you
just
because you
click
don't be
up.
making sense.
Y'all just click up because y'all from Florida and from the Midwest, so
No,
we
that's
see
not.
things
Well, it has
different.
nothing to do with
It has everything to do.
You just don't
with
be
it.
understanding.
No, it has everything to do with
But
it.
no, if multiple people texted him, plus AJ also agreed to this.
Again,
and he went
all
on the
Florida
pod.
people, bro.
No,
But
if-
Phil, you also, on your post, you were like, Florida niggas different.
Y'all are.
The vote ended up being like 46-10 or something like that.
For what?
Does your partner have? Oh, that's the
Should
other
your
thing.
partner
Should your
be-
partner?
It was
be your best
46
friend?
to 10.
Yeah, something like that.
Actually, a lot of niggas agree with me.
Okay,
10?
but
But that didn't answer the poll. Like I had a homie hit me up today and with the clip and was like, "Bro, I agree with you."
okay, but
My mom agreed with me.
about half the people. And I don't know if you can go back and see the results, but half the people were from Florida. The other half were not from Florida. So you can't put that on Florida
Really
people.
quickly, did 37 people hit you up? Because that plus the 10 on the poll, that's how much would have to outdo the 46. So
Well,
did
my mom
37
agreed with me.
did
My
37
old
people
lady
hit you up?
agreed with me,
That's
and
two?
a couple other homies that's
Four.
from Florida agree with me.
You're about 4.
So,
So you're still like 30. You're still at 46 to 4.
no, because you take the percentage of all the people. How many people voted?
56
I'm
people.
gonna see if I can.
56 people voted.
56
46
people
of
didn't
them.
vote.
He said 56.
It was. Sorry, it was 80. It doesn't show you the poll, but it was 83.
83% yes.
Oh wait, it was 53-11.
That's even worse than what you said, bro.
not 53 to
He said 46 to 10. He said 53 to 11 ain't bad. Bro.
Once we get off this, I can tell you who's from Florida, and then I'll maybe put something on the pod. But I'm telling you, all these people are not from Florida.
Well,
It has nothing to do with
well,
where you're
I'll
from.
be in the
bro.
minority because there's other minorities that think like me.
Yes, there are. Because you're a contrarian.
No,
But
so everybody that
you're a
thinks like that
contrarian.
isn't a contrarian.
No, and Phil, when we were texting, I did say yes. I mean, not everyone's going to think this way, but the vast majority
yes.
is going to say yes, and you were disagreeing with that.
Well, that's because they dependent.
And yes, my poll is only a small sample size, but I said any one of us that posts the same poll, it's going to be the same results, even if you posted it.
Well, hey, what happens to them if they get broken up with? That's all.
You just find another best friend.
It's your
Like
best
when
friend's
you-
not that easy to replace.
What?
That's the reason why.
Growing
they're
up is your
So
best
you can
friend from when
replace-
you were 6. Your best friend is still your best friend from now.
I don't. My best.
But your best friend when you were 6 is your best friend now.
I didn't. I didn't have a best friend at 6. My best
When
friend
they
was
were
my
8.
brothers,
When your best friend
and they're
was
still my brothers.
when you were
now.
8.
No, my
Your best
childhood best friend is still my best friend. I didn't have a first best friend until 12, like a real best friend until 12.
Okay, that's a little bit different.
Yeah, but still, now Johansson's your best friend.
Wait, when
so-
did you meet Johansson? At what age?
When I was 12.
I thought you said y'all met with.
No, we met when we were 12, bro. We've been best friends since we were
Okay,
12 years
okay,
old.
okay, that's a little bit different.
So my childhood best friend is currently my best friend. My best friends in high school, my group of best friends in high school are still my best friends now. That's why I said, so you
But it's
can't
not-
replace your best friends. So you can replace somebody. So we can replace Jermaine's relationship with you. We can't.
You're not replacing the relation.
Well,
like,
we
it's
would
like,
be.
No,
If you get a new best friend.
No, 2 of my best friends from when I was all the way up to 14, I don't talk to not even a day anymore.
But,
Like not even a day a
but
year.
from your childhood, Jermaine's from your childhood, no?
Yes, I met him when I was younger, but we didn't become best friends till I was probably like 16.
And you're almost
But
30.
but from like 8,
And you're almost
but from
30.
like 8 to
That shit
14,
don't count.
I was
I'm
best
talking
friends
about-
with 2 people who I don't talk to.
I'm
at
talking
all.
about like
So your best friends can
teenage
change.
not from your
So
teenage
you can
years.
replace
they
your
don't.
best friend, bro.
You can't.
Okay, you can't
Because you can't
your best
replace years.
friend. You can't replace your best friend.
You
at all.
can, but it's not the same because you can't replace
That's-
those years
no,
of
you're wilding.
experiences.
You're
You're wilding.
You're wilding.
You're wilding.
All right, it's been another episode.
You should put that as a
of-
poll. Can you replace your best friend and get new best friends? The answer will be majority yes. You can.
Obviously, I'm not saying you can't.
Okay,
I'm
great.
saying it wouldn't be.
You just said you can.
No, I'm
Did he
saying
not
it
say you
wouldn't.
can?
No, I
Yeah,
said
he
it
did.
wouldn't.
He did. You said
It
you
wouldn't
couldn't.
be the same,
You said you
bro.
can't.
Yeah.
Like,
You said
because you
can't.
can't.
All right, we gonna as the
Because you can't
moderator.
replace- you just
You
said
can't
that.
There's
replace
been
the
another
years.
episode of Save
He's
It for
wild,
the Pod.
bro.
Phil hit the
Wild.
drop.
Brr, 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 brr.
Peace.
You're wild, bitch.